All right, we all know, well, maybe not everyone knows, Attack on Titan's pretty good. And I don't know if yeah, I finished part one of season four, of the final season. But I went and read the comic from where I left off in the anime, basically, and I finished this whole thing because I couldn't wait this long. I'm probably going to still end up watching this. Um, and one day, probably buy all the comics and read them since they're slightly different. But yeah, it was a show I enjoyed some of season one. I didn't think it was groundbreaking, and then I kind of realized actually the author was very intelligent and way ahead of everyone in the story, and knew exactly what he wanted to do and where to go. And now I think Attack on Titan is one of the best anime. It's one of the best anime of all time, probably. I'd probably say so. It's on route to be, and definitely the last 10 years has been one of the biggest surprises. I didn't think I would love. I liked it at first, and I was like, it's all right. And then I was spoiled something, and now I love it. And these openings go hard. It's Mappa. I'm hoping they do a better job this time. They had more time to work on it, hopefully. But you really can't complain. I mean, the story's really good. I just kind of miss Wit Studio a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to play this. Let's go. It's Eren in the basement. That looks awesome. This is the rumbling Eren and Zeke. Is Man with a Mission singing this? I love this. This looks cool as hell. I can tell they're using scenes from the show too. I do wish less CGI, more animation. The clouds are hinting at something from the comic. That. No. Not seeing the ending. God damn it, it switched to it. I was going to watch this again. No, first impression. I don't know, Attack on Titan's always had a different opening depending on which arc it was and kind of what the story starts to become. Because what the story started out with was not what the anime ended up being. I mean, it did when you look back at it. It's like, oh yeah, he knew exactly what he was going to do. This is a metaphor for like the evil men. This is probably the greatest interpretation of World War II I've seen. Like, it's really good. Like the whole invasion in season four, and just like weird how it was a dark shonen, but how it actually became an adult story, and they're not afraid to just like have children be murdered and stuff. I mean, it was rough, the invasion, and the poster with Reiner looking up at Eren instead of Eren looking up at Berthold in the first season. It's genius. All this is genius. He really liked the opening. That's all I can say. I'm excited for this show to finally finish. Sad it's going to be done. But, maybe after a break, maybe he'll get inspired and make something else just as amazing. But people are definitely going to be looking at what Isayama is going to be doing. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to watch this again because that's pretty dope. Even though half the time I wasn't sure what the lyrics are, I'll watch that again. But anyway, take it easy.